I don't want to be younger. I don't want to be better looking. I just want to tell a story in which it was useful to see Indiana Jones the way we used to see him. So we got a memory of that, and we're connecting a device in the plot to what's going to happen later. So we wanted to see him the way he was in 1944. Well, they were able, because of Lucas, I worked with Lucasfilm so many years, they have endless number of images of me, which artificial intelligence was used to find the right angle with the right light, so on and so forth. But I acted those scenes. There was nothing creative used. This did not replace a repetitive task, you know, in a factory. This was like being a librarian. I mean, it's not a creative. What scares me about AI is when it begins to pretend to be a creative opportunity.
It's a movie that is built around one of the greatest actors of our time, playing one of the greatest characters of his career, and it encompasses so many aspects of what we love in the movies. You know, it is adventure, it is eccentric characters, it is traveling the world, amazing sights, and it's comedy. And all those things were in the very original Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I think we've all tried to maintain them all the way throughout as Indy ages and the world changes around him. I'm just there every day to guide everyone and try and make something wonderful. Find the shots, stage the action, guide the actors, and of course, you know, co-writing the script. So for me, it's just about trying to put the very best thing I can on screen for audiences who love this character so dearly. It takes Indy into the modern world, and that's a kind of culture clash you haven't seen. You know, this grand old archaeologist with a penchant for adventure in a time when everyone is thinking about moon landings and rock and roll, and he's a little out of step. So part of what makes the movie unusual is that it's an Indy in a time when heroes like that may, at least when the movie starts, may have been forgotten, and kind of like our time. So it's, you know, it kind of asks the question, you know, where are these heroes and how do we find them again?
To watch Harrison's last scene, his last take, it was beautiful. It was quite emotional. Just big honor that I was part of that. No, I grew up with this film. I watched it when I was 15 again and again and again, and I wanted to be Indiana Jones. And then 42 years later, I'm here, not playing Indy, but I play a baddie. Yeah, I'm part of the family, so that's emotional as well. But I think that he's entitled to be a little more emotional.
I had so many bruises. It was wild, but it was kind of exciting because I was just working so hard and throwing myself around so much that at the end of the day I could actually see the evidence of how hard I'd worked, and that doesn't normally happen when you're an actor. You sort of just go home and go, what did I do? And so, yeah, I loved it though, and I'm completely addicted. Oh, I think that's, I don't know, I think that I came on this film because I was excited to be in this film, this last chapter, work with Harrison, work with Jim, and that's as far as I was looking. So that conversation's not one that I am having or one that's meant to be had with me, I don't think. Actually, that's up to other forces.
My boyfriend has said to me, he wants to buy a quote.